What do you say to the person that you see in the mirror every day? Do you congratulate yourself for the hard work that you put in each day? Or do you repeat the long list of things that didn't work out? Do you take the necessary time to step back and reflect on what truly matters? Making time for self-reflection can be difficult, especially if we lose the ability to be objective about our wins and our mistakes. That's why in today's video, I'll discuss how to be a leader that everyone wants to follow with 3 tips on how to be a good leader. So if you want to know more about the questions that good leaders ask themselves, stay tuned. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, the best place for new and emerging leaders who want help navigating challenges in the workplace. If you're here for the very first time, I'm Jaboria Scott, a leadership coach and consultant. You can also check out my website to learn more about me and what I do. Tip number 1 for how to be a good leader that everyone wants to follow is to ask yourself, how do I show up as the leader on a daily basis? Are you a leader who comes to work just to hand out orders? Or do you lead by example with habits that lead to team building and good communication? Are you a leader with integrity? Or do you practice the do as I say and not as I do method? The truth is that people watch what we do far more than what we say. Leadership is about motivating and inspiring others to perform at their best. It's also about leading in ways that consistently build strong teams that produce high quality work in order to accomplish your company's mission. And it's what you do behind the scenes when no one's watching that will make you a phenomenal leader when it's time to show up and show out. This can look like investing in your personal and professional development. It's also about setting the intention to lead a little better each day. And it's about committing to the success habits that will add value to yourself and to those around you. Tip number 2 for how to be a leader everyone wants to follow is to ask, are you giving the same level of respect you expect others to give you? A lot of people talk a good game when it comes to respect in the workplace, but what you say and what you believe about respecting others actually shows up in how you treat those who report to you. The reality is people know how you feel about them and what you think of them based on your daily interactions with them. Although there is a job classification hierarchy in every workplace based on your job title and position, it's important to remember that everyone is entitled to a certain level of respect just by virtue of being a human. And when you show that you appreciate, value, and respect others, they'll usually do the same for you. Mutual respect helps you to build a strong professional relationship with your colleagues. Showing respect for others also helps you to build a good reputation in your company. And a solid reputation speaks to your character in a very positive way. Now, if you wanted more information about why building a good reputation is important for leaders, be sure to check out my video, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. Tip number 3 for how to be a leader everyone wants to follow is to ask, do you know what you're doing? That might be a question that you may or may not have asked yourself. And let me start by saying that it's not a negative question. More often than not, I'm sure that the answer will be yes. And even if you have times when you feel uncertain, don't worry about it. We all feel uncertain from time to time. This question is a good one because it can help you to gain clarity in terms of your job performance. Here's what I want you to look at when you ask yourself this question. Do you set clear expectations for your team? Do you have clear and well-defined goals for yourself and for those you lead? Do you use strategies to assist in determining outcomes? Do you give consistent feedback for building strong teams? Can you set a clear vision for others to follow? Do you take the lead in managing change? These are some of the things that feed into doing the actual work of leadership. It's okay not to have all of the answers, But here's what's not okay. If you don't know, it's important to be willing to find out. And filling your knowledge gaps produces better leadership and better teams. So the best thing to do is seek those answers. The best way to get good at these things is to focus on your leadership development. I also have a video called Essential Training for New Leaders that provides a few tips on where to start. It all begins with self-awareness. Here's what you can do to begin the process of self-discovery and increase self-awareness. A. Ask for feedback. Asking others for feedback can be helpful to your personal development as we learn and grow. Remember that leadership development is a process, so it may take time to develop into the leader that you're becoming. Remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, so continue to be patient. And then there's B. Reflect without judgment. We can sometimes judge ourselves more harshly than others judge us. When you think about how things went at the end of the workday or your work week, it's good to try to look at things in a way that's objective. Remember that you're not the worst leader ever because you made a mistake or you made a bad judgment call. You'll make mistakes, but the good thing is that you can learn from them. When it comes to focusing on the topic of how to be a good leader, it can be hard to make time for self-reflection. On top of that, looking at your own personality, your actions, or considering what motivates you may be challenging if you're not in the habit of doing it. The thing is that becoming more self-aware can be extremely valuable. When we take time to be honest with ourselves and think about how we show up in our job, meaning how we perform and relate to others, it can have a transformative effect. Focusing on the little things that we can do to level up in our leadership skills can make a big difference in taking our leadership from good to great. Now, if you've enjoyed watching this video, click the like button and be sure to share it with a colleague or a friend. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll know when I post new videos each week. As always, be kind to yourself, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.